Starting off with Radu Christian saying the whole timeline is on fire. And I felt like there was like a general acceptance between a lot of teams yesterday. It was just like, yes, this is it felt like everyone was supporting Manchester United yesterday.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know if my timeline is just because it's all Tottenham, but it did feel like that.
It feels nice when every fan base, it seems, like as a Tottenham fan who's obviously had to deal with a lot from Arsenal fans ever since I was young, and obviously especially when we were just like, or similar to now, we were awful and they were very good, and it was hard to take from Arsenal fans, and it's nice to know like now, like it wasn't just me who hated the Arsenal fans, it's just everyone gets it, not just Tottenham fans. All the other fans get it about them.
The thing is, right, over the last couple of years, they've obviously grown into a very good team, been in constant title races, Champions League semi-final last year. But the way they walk around and the way they handle themselves and the way they talk and just everything about them, they walk around like they're prime Barcelona and they're winning the league and Champions League every single season. Like, where does this come from the Arsenal fans? Like, seriously, where does it come from? And then when they lose, they're just like, oh my God, they just like go absolutely crazy.
I couldn't believe they were booed yesterday. I couldn't believe it. They're top of the league. I know the gaps up there. 4 points clear at the top, and yes, they lost to United, but they lost 3-2 from 2 great goals. I know they didn't play well, but it wasn't like a disgrace or like they were shocking or anything like that. They lost, and it can happen. And there's boos. Does that goes to show where the fan base is at? Like inside that stadium, like either you win or it's like it's a disgrace almost for some fans. And that I think that's like shocking. You haven't won the league since 2004. Like this would be a monumental thing. There shouldn't be. I know it should be expected given the fact of the squad. Don't get me wrong; they're favourites for the title. But it's almost like
I don't think
if you don't win the league, it's almost a disgrace.
Yeah,
it's like come on.
I think the boos stem from just frustration on the day. I don't think it's like, oh, we want Arteta out and we hate everything that's going on here. I think it was frustration. I think it was also what this loss kind of represented, where everyone now is saying they're on to another bottle job.
Right, but Arsenal fans shouldn't be saying that.
Yeah,
and them booing that
PTSD.
But as I'm saying, but that's my point. If you've got this PTSD, right, and all of a sudden you have this loss and you're booing, reinforcing that message. It's not just an off day. It's like you're bottling it again, guys. And it's like, do you think they need to hear that? You know what I mean? It's not a good message to send out from your own fans. And I mean,
inject it into my veins, people. Inject those boos into my veins.
And I love this. I just love the video. Me and my bro when it comes to hating Arsenal. I just love it. Just love it. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is what I feel with all my friends who all hate Arsenal.
I was speaking to a Liverpool fan last night. And we were just both so happy. I tell you, I think last night might have been the happiest I've been this season.
But as I was saying, it's nice to know that it's not just because I'm a Tottenham fan that everyone sees the hate for Arsenal. I like that.
Is there such a thing as Dr. Arsenal?
Dr. Arsenal.
Is there a thing called Dr. Arsenal? No. Opta Joe says 121. Arsenal conceded 3+ goals in a match for the first time since December 2023 versus Luton, ending a run of 121 matches across all competitions without conceding more than twice. Wow.
Yeah, maybe it's the start of things to come. How are Luton the last team to score 3 goals against them, which is crazy?
I remember that game as well. Was it 4-3?
Yeah, they scored right at the last kick of the game over Arsenal.
Thing is, like, we all talk about the attacking flaws that Arsenal have, but actually, I've kind of noticed a few defensive flaws coming into their game this season as well. I know they've kept 2 clean sheets before this, but in that run before the 2 clean sheets, there have been a few defensive mishaps in the back line for them there.
Well, yesterday they made mistakes, haven't they? And that's what caused it. I mean, it's hard to talk about them having defensive flaws when they still have the best defence in the league.
It's creeping in, though.
Yeah, but you're talking about them from having like one of the best defences we've ever seen at times to now. So they still got the best defence in the league.
Yeah, but look at it this way. A few months ago, you asked me the question and was trying to argue that they were going to break Chelsea's record for the best defensive record in the Premier League history. I said no chance is that going to happen this season.
I never said they were going to do it, did I?
Well, you were kind of suggesting it.
No, I don't think I ever said they were going to. Maybe I did.
You did.
I didn't say. I may be putting the argument forward, but I never actually believed they were going to break it. But they've obviously Not going to do it now.
No,
They need -2 goals.
Yeah.
They need 2 VAR
So
chalk offs.
John Terry came out on his socials very happy. He popped a bottle of wine because of it.
My point being, even with these flaws, they're still like if a few things creeping in, they're still the best defense in the league.
Yeah, of course. I'm not saying
because every other team has way more flaws.
Yeah. Look, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is like they're not this impenetrable kind of defense, which it looked like they were in the early stages of the season.
I mean, compared to everyone else in the league, they're impenetrable.
Compared to everyone else, I mean, they're conceding quite a few goals. Like there was a period where they were just getting clean sheet after clean sheet after clean sheet after clean sheet. That's not happening anymore.
Right, but no one else is being able to stifle anyone, really.
Correct, but I'm just looking at Arsenal here. I'm not looking at
City
everyone
only
else.
4 goals above them.
Yeah.
It's actually not too different.
Troll Football Martinez, you ain't scoring, bro, so let me help you do your celebration.
That Gyökeres clearance at the end has to be... I know it was given a foul anyway, but it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen when he looked like he was going to go through and then he puts out for a throw.
You know, I feel like whenever Gyökeres scores now, he's almost like... I see it in his face. Like, he's almost embarrassed to do that celebration now because it just comes out so rarely.
Can we talk about Gyökeres just for a sec?
Yes, we'd
love to talk about it. He, like, when I watch him play, he is so much worse than I thought he would be. He's not like, for example, like Darwin Núñez, yeah, when you watch him, he, like, would beat a player. He would, like... beat 2 players, go for 1-on-1 and then like sky it. But like he had something about him. Even then, like he saw like there was something good about him, even though he would like have unbelievable misses. Gyökeres looks like the most stodgy footballer on the ball. Like he runs in such a weird manner, and I watch him play like this is really what they spent 65 million on. Well, look, it's not for me. It's not the fact he's just not scoring goals. He looks awful.
He's. It looks like he's like heavy-footed.
Yeah.
It looks like he's overweight at times. Like, it looks like he's got nothing about him. Like seriously,
really
it does look like he's got nothing about him. The only goals he scores is like bundled in at the back post, like completely open goals. I know he scored a good goal against Inter, but that's pretty much the only one. There is nothing about Gyökeres, and apparently he wasn't Arteta's first choice, and he wanted to go for Sesko ahead of Gyökeres, and it was Andrea Berta that was really pushing the Gyökeres thing. So I don't know, but I feel like if it wasn't for the injuries Arsenal had in the forward line, Jesus coming back from his ACL, Kai Havertz been out injured all season, I think he would have been out of the team a lot earlier. You know, big game last night, and he didn't even start.
Yeah, 100%. He looks like such a weird player. I don't know if this is a case of him settling into the league or actually he's just not that good. Like from what I've seen, like some players you can see like if they get this right and you can see they're going to be a very good player for a team, but it just hasn't worked by any stretch. And then when you look at him personally, how he plays, he actually doesn't look that great.
And he's so easily it's so easy to dispossess him. Like again, there's nothing about him. It takes ages for him to get a shot off. Like. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it, mate. Keep it coming. I haven't been
impressed at all by him. It's not even like I'm watching him thinking it's only a matter of time before he goes on a goal-scoring run. It doesn't look that way.
I'm looking at Arsenal compared to Manchester United, the front line. I think Bruno, Cunha and Mbeumo all start for Arsenal.
Bruno, Cunha and Mbeumo. What, Mbeumo over Saka?
I'll stick Mbeumo up front at this point.
It was very good. I think it was perfect in terms of how they wanted to play. Bruno over Odegaard for sure. Bruno was brilliant. And then Cunha on the left. Yeah, you're probably right about that. Probably right.
Which is mad, isn't it? Sky Sports Premier League. Arsenal, when scoring first in all competitions this season, 25 games, 24 wins, 1 loss.
And that was yesterday. That's also, very, very impressive how United kept their heads, considering they went down and Arsenal had, on top of them, and bam, they managed to stay in the game and not just do that, but very impressive. United, I have to say, yesterday, really impressive how they played through Arsenal, and it wasn't just like hoofing it up and counter-attacking. They played some really incisive counter-attacking with a purpose, and it was really good.
Tottenham Independence transfer stories. We go again. Not this again,
Who's
man.
Who's going through one-on-one next week?
Probably Bawani. He won't even have to try and miss. But, yeah, I'm not getting into all this season, man. It's too early on.
The question is, if we lose, will there be boos if we lose, or boos if we win?
I think there will be a section of the fan base that would want us to lose, but for me, I think it's way too early on in the season. Like that the picture of when Son missed was such a different game. That literally
one in a million,
that was the defining game of the season. If we would have taken points off Man City, Arsenal literally would have been handed the trophy.
Yeah.
Now it's completely different. There's still so much football left to be played. I think for me, what I've seen from Arsenal so far, like they don't need us to help them win the league. They're going to bottle it themselves. You know what I mean? So we got our own problems to worry about. I'm not worried about Arsenal winning the league and helping Man City and all that kind of stuff. Like we need to save ourselves from relegation.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So, troll football fans today. I don't care if Man U wins. I just want Arsenal to lose.
Honestly, I think that's what everyone. I've got so many fans of other clubs who just can't stand Arsenal.
Yeah.
Everyone just wants them to lose. Brilliant.
Absolutely. Extra time. This is the melee in the box yesterday, just before Arsenal scored the corner. No, it wasn't. It was in stoppage time. Just like being on the train.
Just like being on the tube, honestly. Probably more crowded. But yeah, what is this football, honestly, from Arsenal? It's like they're trying to turn football into rugby, honestly.
Yeah.
It's so... I think, how did football cope with this kind of thing? Like, they're basically stopping lemons from jumping or getting to the ball, which is fine. Like they got to use every tactic in their armory. But is this what we want to see? Is this like the football we want the team who wins the league to be? This is how they're winning. You know what I mean? This is why it was such a victory for football yesterday.
The thing is, right, I don't mind if a team does this and has this as a tactic and have this up their sleeve. But where I have a problem with when it's the only thing that they have. You know what I mean? Like, at least play some good football to go along with it.
It seems like Arsenal, they try and win set pieces. That's what their football's like geared towards, is like getting those set pieces.
Yeah.
You see it, the crowd were so nervous up until they win a corner. Then all of a sudden they're up for it and they're like, oh my God, we're going to score.
Spurs fans aren't too different right now.
Yeah, literally. Honestly.
Yeah, we're the only team that have scored more corners. Well, it's level now after they scored for corner yesterday. United May says, how Arsenal fans expect Maguire to fall, literally.
Let me just face plant, just so the Arsenal fans are happy. Yeah, I didn't think that was a handball. I know his arm was there, but where's he supposed to put his arm? He's breaking his fall. Like, what do you want him to do? Just fall flat on his face?
Exactly. Sarah says, coming this May to a theatre near you, The Bridesmaid.
Fantastic. Oh my God.
They're going to watch their big brother, their big sister get married in this May.
Haaland get married again.
Next one is Opta Joe. Arsenal have conceded 2+ goals from outside the box in the Premier League for only the second time at the Emirates. Spurs in the 4-4 and 3-2 against Man United yesterday. That's mad. That's a mad stat.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And 4-4 was a great day.
Yeah, it was.
This one was awesome.
I was there that day. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Centre goal saying Noni Madueke has recorded 0 Premier League assists in the last 406 days. Wow. And Noni Madueke hasn't scored a Premier League goal for a year. His last goal was on January 25th, 2025. I mean, it's true. Those stats are true. But, I mean, the guy barely plays.
Still plays, though.
Yeah, hardly. I mean, he comes on 5-10 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes. I don't know, probably not many.
Nah. He's probably had... Well, he's had a few starts.
Hardly started. He started a bit when Saka was out injured, and that's it.
He has played... Where is he? This season... 7 starts... Where's the Premier League? Yeah, in the Premier League. 7 starts.
7 starts in 23 games.
590 minutes. No, it's not that many minutes, is it?
That's what I'm saying.
He averages 42 minutes a game. So he still plays. He should get at least something.
Yeah. You'd expect maybe 1 or 2 goals, but I mean, I think it's harsh to talk about it like that when he barely plays.
I mean, is it? He hasn't scored. He hasn't got an assist in a year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, That's still a long time.
It is a long time. I know, don't get me wrong, but like, I know Saka's still getting like minimal numbers, but I think the Saka one is more embarrassing than the Madueke one because just Madueke is not playing as much. Saka is like their main guy.
Yeah, but they signed him for decent money, didn't they? Will they get the no to Madueke mural back out? What was it? What was it when they signed him? Was it what was it?
It was just tweets, wasn't it?
No, wasn't there a whole thing? Didn't someone paint something? Or was it just tweets?
I think it was just an online thing.
It was just an online thing. Didn't someone paint? I have a memory of someone painting something.
Don't know.
Can't remember.
The vandalism.
Vandalism.
And they vandalised something, the Arsenal fans.
Oh, in the tunnel. Did they hashtag no to Madueke in the tunnel?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they painted something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
So someone says Nonny hat trick incoming.
Yeah, probably.
So obviously going to happen.
Absolute Bruno tweets out that Arteta is a terrorist, man.
Yeah, yeah, obviously the same picture, but so true, honestly. But I don't understand, why does everyone not do this? Why are we allowing Arsenal to get away with this and not everyone is doing it? Why does not everyone just crowd? If Arsenal are getting away with it, why is not everyone following
The thing
suit?
is, like Arsenal are so good on corners because they use this dirty tactics. We're actually genuinely good at corners.
Yeah, true. We've done some really good stuff actually with getting Romero free.
Yeah,
And finding little pockets of space in the box. We're actually very good at that.
exactly. Jorgensen has Jova in his back pocket, mate. This one is they can't win the league, man. This is disgusting. And this is the stats I was talking about before. So Bukayo Saka, 0 goals in his last 13 appearances in all comps. Gyökeres, 0 non-penalty goals in his last 11 Premier League appearances. Martinelli, 0 goals in his last 13 Premier League appearances. Madueke, 0 in 25. And Trossard, 1 goal in his last 11.
I do find it funny they've kind of used a different stat for every player, just to make it look as bad as possible. But yeah, I mean, they're still worrying stats, aren't they? Who else do they have in their forward line? They got Jesus,
Odegaard.
Havertz, Odegaard. What's Odegaard done?
Yeah, nothing.
Has he been doing anything as well? So they are so. I mean, I think someone went through it the other day when they literally all that. I mean, obviously they won a lot of games, but like I think something like 70 or 80% of their wins have the opening goal has come from a set piece. They're just so heavily reliant on it.
Set pieces and Rice
Own
and
goals.
Zubimendi and own goal is their third top goal scorer.
Which is mad. But it's weird that yes, their top goal scorer has like 5, but they also have like pretty much all their squad at least 3 or 4, which is makes up for it in a way.
If they get another own goal next game, own goal is their top goal scorer over halfway through a season.
Wow.
Troll Football saying a short story. Get it back to 2-2, and then the Arsenal kick in. I love it.
Fantastic.
This one is Arsenal hitting Arsenal at the back of there. They are their own worst enemies, aren't they?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hater Central, big up Hater Central. Eze versus Manchester United, 58 minutes in natural position. Yeah, 58 minutes.
Oh, including there was 8 minutes added on, wasn't there?
Oh, right.
Still doesn't make sense. I don't know.
No, he
come on in
played.
the first
He
half?
came on in the second half. He came on in 55 minutes.
So where does it say? Why does he said 50? I don't know. He's just trying to roll up some Arsenal fans by.
I don't know. Either way, it's all worked out. It all worked out.
Well, he came on the 58th minute,
Right.
so maybe he got that one. That's
Yeah, it's just got it wrong there.
yeah.
All right, and the last one is, my name is Mikel Arteta, and this is what my team relies on to score goals after 7 years of insane backing with time and funds. It is true. It's like the amount of money he's spent, the years that he's been in the job, and this is the end product. It's
Yeah.
mad.
Honestly,
This is what he's been working towards all these
Pulis
years.
is basically his phase 7 is Tony Pulis, essentially.
Mad.
Phase
Because
7
like
is
2-3 years ago, they were playing like proper high intensity, free flowing football.
People say if he was still playing that, the season where they were 8 points clear with 5 games to go and they bottled it.
Yeah.
People saying if he just stuck with it, they probably would have a league title by now. But
Yeah.
Pep's ruined his mind. Pep's just like completely driven him mad. And now he's like, I have to be Pulis.
Yeah, unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But yeah, that is it. That is the way the internet did react to a fine weekend of football. And we do it all again this weekend, people. Champions League midweek and then back into Premier League action this weekend. So thank you, everyone, for joining us today.